Well, thank you for coming.
Welcome.
We love it.
You make the Follies. I mean, everybody in the Follies is great, but when I left, we've had Dorothy on before. Dorothy's great, but I said to Kevin, get me Judy Bell.
Well, it's that America.
Yeah. Oh, it was easy. It was easy. Just call up and Judy Bell said, I was putting on some makeup and I'll be right over. So let's do one at a time. Let's hear about Judy Bell's career. I have your biography, but I want you to tell me about, because you had the Judy Bell show in Las Vegas for a long time.
Yes, I did. 35 years.
Yeah, but so where did you come from, Judy?
I come from Charleston, West Virginia.
Oh my God! Right, a coal miner's daughter.
That's exactly right.
Well, you knew to get your ass out of there quick, right?
I couldn't wait to get out.
Oh, and you're a little tipsy. The little what was that song that you sang during the Follies? You were getting a little tipsy during the song. Like,
that you, Santa
so
Claus?
Awesome. Yeah, it was so fantastic.
I like my special line in there because I'm so proud of West Virginia. I really am. I tease and laugh about it a lot. They don't know that, so don't tell
they can't read.
But when I say,
we're not heard in West Virginia yet. It probably won't be for a while.
But when I say we don't celebrate Christmas in West Virginia, and Santa Claus says why, I said because we ain't got 3 wise men or a virgin. I'm not kidding.
That's so good.
But tell me about how. So you leave West Virginia. Did you go right to Vegas?
My parents moved from West Virginia. They wanted to go to Columbus, Ohio, because my dad was going to go into business there, and that's why we ended up in Columbus. And I graduated from West High School. And proud to say, last September was inducted into the West High School Hall of Fame along
Judy
with Nancy
Bell.
Wilson. Thank you,
Ohio. Ohio. I wish they could see. I signed everything for you. Yeah.
And just had the gift of gab. Well, of course, I'm from West Virginia, so I've got the gift of gifted gab.
Gifted gab, yeah.
And was singing in clubs and doing well, but I thought I needed to kind of have some sort of a gimmick that would make people really, really be quiet while I was singing. So I started doing comedy. And then I became a comedian, and that just, I love it.
That's great.
Yeah.
Takes a lot of guts.
You better believe it.
Yeah.
You're out there naked in front of the world.
Yeah. I tried stand-up. Now I do sit-down. It's much easier. It's much easier. No, it really is easier to do this.
Yeah, on here, you don't have to care what you look like.
Excuse me.
I don't mean that personally.
I know. So then, how'd you wind up with the Judy? What was the Judy Bell show?
Well, some boys, 4 guys, and I got together.
Well, you know what that means.
We started making music.
Yeah.
So then we did that old cliche, well, let's take it on the road. So we went a couple places, and an agent spotted us, and that was the beginning. And then I can't remember the name, what we had, the pigeon-toed orange peel or some far-out thing. We thought we were so hip naming the group that. So the agent said, no, this has to be the Judy Bell show. So actually, he's the one who said this is the way it is. Right. And then we went to Las Vegas, and we scored. We did well.
That's great.
And the comedy was strong, very strong. And I had a couple of guys in the band that were like you two.
Right.
So this could be the beginning
I don't know
of
what
another
that
group.
means.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
We can take this on the road once again. This is exactly how it started.
You need 2 more guys, though.
Yes.
4.
Were you a bawdy comedian?
Yes.
Oh, good. Yeah, I could tell. Yeah.
Not vulgar.
Not vulgar, but
but bawdy, yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Double entendre.
Yes.
Except in West Virginia, you got to tell them what you're saying because they don't get it. But so what hotel? Were you at the same hotel, the Judy Bell show?
Actually, I think I started out, as I recall, my band and I started out at the Golden Nugget downtown. And then when I was making my bones in a little nightclub, there was a waitress there. Jan Catalano was her name.
Right.
Hadn't seen her for years. And then she read the paper that Judy Bell was appearing at the Golden Nugget, so she came down to see if it was the same Judy Bell that used to watch my show, because she used to love the way I sang You've Got That Love and Feeling. So she came down to see me, and then afterwards I went over to her and she said, do you remember me? I said, well, sure, Jan Catalano. Right. Are you still waitressing? And she said, no. She said, I'm in charge of entertainment at the Frontier.
Ooh, her tips went way up. Yeah.
So she said, how would you like to come on board at the Frontier? And I said, it's done. So I finished that contract and went up there and stayed on the Strip for 30-some years, thanks to her. Then
That's great.
Yes. It was a Cinderella story.
Now, how many years have you been in the Follies?
16.
Wow,
this is 16 for me.
16 years.
Yeah, my mama's so glad I got a steady job.
And you're just fabulous in the Follies.
Thank you.
You really are. Judy Bell, you knocked my no socks off because I don't wear them. But now Dorothy.
She is.
Yeah, she's great.
Well, Well, you know, I'm trying to get that movement.
America. Oh, I do it for. We have a vodka company that sponsors us for part of the show, and whenever we drink that vodka, when I'm home, I go, America, Firestarter vodka. Yeah. Now, Dorothy Dale Kloss, you are the oldest living, because you gave me hell last time. Working showgirl. Because I made you sound like an old hooker. I said, Judy Bell, just spit it out. Don't worry, girl. This carpet is older than sands. But how old are you? Well, how old are you, Judy? I have it, so tell. How old are you?
72.
It's amazing.
72.
Just gorgeous. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
You should have been at the gala the other night, because some of the women that were in their 50s looked horrifying. Go ahead.
And back to me.
Yeah, back to no. You both look great. They had too much plastic surgery and they can't dress. I mean, it's embarrassing.
You know that's.
They dress
true.
terribly out here, don't they?
Yes.
And Lomans would be an improvement if they helped with the Lomans.
Or Coles. No.
Coles.
True story.
But Dorothy Dale Kloss, you're happy, and you're how old now?
86.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not something. Yeah. And you are fabulous in the show. I mean, you are really fabulous.
Thank you, darling.
So, and you started in Chicago or something?
In Chicago, Toddlin Town.
Toddlin Town.
Yeah.
Speakeasies, horse-drawn carriages. Do they have cars?
I don't think so.
Okay, just asking. Yeah.
They did have cabs at that time, though.
Okay, and where did you start?
Well, you know, I was really lucky because I was in a little dancing school. That's where I taught Bob Fosse.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he was like 8.
Yeah.
I wasn't teaching him that.
See, should we be on television? People don't get that.
Yes.
I know who Bob Fosse is.
Yeah.
You do this.
Yeah,
Well,
he didn't do that.
No.
Yeah. He did this.
He didn't know any deaf people.
He did all those isolation movements, you know. But no, he was a kid. You know, he was like.
Was he on drugs as a child? No,
No, he wasn't on drugs. He was just a nice little blonde kid.
Okay. Blonde or blind?
Blonde.
Oh, okay.
And he was.
I thought he grew up to be Stevie Wonder.
No, anyhow,
Yeah.
so I was teaching. I was just learning to teach.
Right.
And he was in my class. And so, you know, all I can say is I was his first tap teacher. And then
Did you know he had great talent?
No.
Oh. I thought because this week we learned the big word protege. I thought he was like, oh, he was gifted.
No. I didn't see a gift in him at all.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry about that.
You're looking up. I think you're looking the wrong way.
Bobby, I hope. Anyhow,
Oh, no.
But he was a nice kid,
Yeah.
you know. Little did I know. But anyhow, so then this school was closing. And I said, I've closed more schools. Anyhow, so I had always heard about the Muriel Abbott dancers at the Empire Room of the Palmer House.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And their pictures were always in the newspaper. That's when they used to advertise the nightclubs, you know, and who was appearing in da-da-da-da-da-da.
The Palmer House was the place in Chicago.
Oh, it was. That and the Chez Paris.
Yeah.
And fortunately, I played them both. But just a little plug, but they're gone.
Yeah.
Anyhow, and that's how I got started. I went down to the school there, and I won a tap contest. And suddenly I got an agent. And important.
Yeah.
And
We need an agent. See, we have to tap.
You have
we
to.
have to tap.
You have to have an act. I told you that before.
We have an act, but we can't tap.
I'll give you lessons.
Okay. Oh. You think Bob Fosse was bad? Where do you see me tap?
Right.
Anyhow, and so I was booked in the Empire Room of the Palmer House with Eddie Duchin.
Oh, Eddie Duchin and
Yeah.
the orchestra.
Yeah,
Yes,
well, they had all the big bands, you know, Ray Noble and
I'm just saying that because Kevin doesn't know Eddie Duchin.
Not sure who that is,
Not
but
sure.
that's okay.
You're too young.
He's
I'm
Britney
sorry.
Spears.
I know.
Remember, he
But you see how much he's learning from us.
Oh,
older
it's
people.
unbelievable.
Yes. And so that's how I got started. And just from then on, I mean, I just played the Black Hawk and the Chez Paris and traveled all over the Strand Theater in New York and went to South America and played the Copacabana Beach there.
Oh, girl.
Yeah.
You've
yeah,
had a life.
Yeah.
And you still do.
Oh, and it's getting better all the time.
Okay. We have to take a quick break for the news. Then we'll come back and talk about what the Folies and why Riff Markowitz is afraid if he gets sick that I'll show up.